Hello everyone, and good morning to all. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 6B. I am Dimani Patel, and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the ninth International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Intelligent Systems, Bangkok, Thailand. The ninth edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held yesterday in Bangkok, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom for today and tomorrow, that is 5th and 6th April 2025. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions through the day. In this session, we have 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given 10 minutes for the presentation and 2 minutes for the question and answers. On 9 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder. There is another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, then you can write it to me in the chat box. Now, before we start the session, I would like to introduce you all to the chair for the session. We have with us Meghna Puvadi, ma'am. Meghna Puvadi is the Director of Engineering for AI/ML Enterprise at NVIDIA, United States. With over a decade of professional experience, she leads AI/ML initiatives focused on enterprise applications, driving innovation in artificial intelligence. Her core competencies include natural language processing, chatbots, distributed systems, and databases, contributing to cutting edge advancements in AI technology. I welcome you, ma'am, to the session,
Thank you.
and I would
Happy to be
request you to share a few words that you may have for everyone present here.
I'm very excited to look forward to the research and innovations and paper that are going to be presented for the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And we also have with us Dr. Garima Sharma as the chair for the session. Dr. Garima is an assistant professor at Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Technology, New Delhi. She holds a PhD in industrial engineering and has a strong academic and research background. Her expertise lies in industrial engineering with a focus on optimization, process improvement, and advanced engineering methodologies. I welcome you, ma'am, and I request you to share a few words for the participants here.
Thank you, Ms. Zimani Patel. Am I audible? Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Zimani Patel, for the kind introduction. So, good afternoon, all the participants. It's a pleasure to chair this session at ICTIS 2025. So, we have lined up 10 insightful presentations today. So, and I look forward to vibrant discussions. All the very best to all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now we'll be starting with the presentations. Coming first up is Arya Ghate. Arya, ma'am, are you present with us?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please present your paper on automated nutrition label analysis and personalized dietary recommendations for healthcare application.
Yes, sure. So, hello everyone. So, the title of our paper is Automated Nutrition Label Analysis with Personalized Dietary Recommendations. And I am Arya Ghate. And I'm presenting this paper along with my co-authors Madhav Zadav, Manthan Ada, and Shubham Dadas. So people nowadays rely on the food labels which are there on the packets to make informed dietary decisions. But understanding if the product is safe for their health based on their personal health conditions is challenging since people lack knowledge in it. And the individuals with conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or other allergies, they struggle to interpret if the labels are safe for their health conditions or not. So, our system aims to automate the food label analysis and provide personalized dietary recommendations based on the user data. So, where the problem exactly lies? Uncertainty in food choices. So, people don't know if the product is safe for them based on their personal health conditions. The manual interpretation of the data that is given inside the food ingredients is generally time consuming, and people generally ignore the personalized needs. Like the people may have allergies or chronic disorders. However, if the product is safe for them or not cannot be understood by just looking at the labels. Consuming unsuitable food can lead to severe health consequences, and hence the solution might be an AI powered system which analyzes the food labels and cross checks if the user's health data to provide personalized recommendations. So, what the objectives exactly are? Automated nutrition analysis. So, the idea is to develop an AI powered system which analyzes the food labels and predicts it accurately. Personalized dietary recommendations. So, users must have some tailored food suggestion based on their health conditions. There might be different conditions like diabetes and hypertension, so taking them into consideration, providing recommendations on whether the food is safe for them or not is essential. Identifying the potential risks and alerting the users if they might consume the food or not is important as well. Integration with health data. So, user specific matrices like BMI and other dietary restrictions are considered initially, and then the recommendations can be refined further. Now, how this can all be implemented? So, we can make use of YOLO architecture, that is, only look once, which is a real time object detection model which processes the image in a single pass. So its advantages are that it can detect the images at a high speed and its recall rate is also high. YOLO V2 and YOLO V3 are the advanced versions of it. However, there is a limitation with small object detections and overlapping text in a complex packing. The next one that can be used is an efficient object detector, that is efficient det, which uses bidirectional feature pyramid for a better accuracy with fewer parameters. And the next one is refined det, which enhances small object detection using a two-step refinement process. The third one which can be used is optical character recognition, that is OCR. In that as well, some different kinds of OCR can be used. The first one is paddle OCR and tesseract, which can be used for extracting the text from the food labels. However, there are some challenges. In tesseract, there is a high error rate of about 67% for diverse data sets, and there can be an improvised approach, that is, including deep learning based OCR models. So, comparison of all the OCR methods, Tesseract has about 9 to 95 accuracy. MSER algorithms accuracy is high, while Transformer OCR has the best accuracy. However, there are the limitations as mentioned. That is, Tesseract has a high error rate. There are issues with low quality images in case of MSER algorithm, and Transformer OCR is adaptable to various text forms. If we compare all the object detection models, then the MAP, that is the mean average precision for all the three object detection models, is as given, that is 80.69, 80.69, and 82.89 respectively. However, the FPS, that is the frame per seconds. So FPS is basically the number of images that the system can process per second. So in case of YOLO V3, it's 3 times the retina net. In case of SSD, it is lower in comparison with YOLO architecture. And for retina net, it is 1/3 of YOLO V3. So the key takeaways are that efficient det plus paddle OCR provides an optimal balance between accuracy as well as the computational efficiency. While deep learning based OCR models can improve the text extraction and they can be useful for the low quality images. Personalized recommendations require integrating health matrices with extracted data for user centric dietary analysis. So, the proposed architecture is that there will be an input image which will be scanned, the image processing, the text extractions with the above mentioned object detection models, user inputs. This user inputs will include all the data it will be the BMI, that is all the health conditions like the diabetes or whatever health condition the person is going through. The next step is advice. This advice will be from the professionals, the dietitians, which will help us improve the accuracy of the model. All these inputs will be trained on a backend system, which will then recommend the user if that particular food is safe for them depending upon their health conditions or not. So the implementation can be as follows. This is the food packet which can be scanned by the user using the app. The image processing will be done. The text will be extracted. Now this text will be extracted through different mechanisms like paddle OCR engine, attention mechanism, and then the text refinement process can be done. The data analysis can be done on this extracted text. Then the next one will be user interaction, wherein interactive data visuals and user feedback analysis system can be implemented. User feedback system will further help us refine all the further requests that are being made. And all this user data will be provided to the backend system, which will further alert the user if that particular food is suitable for him or her or not. The next thing is security. Uh, so in order to enhance its security, we can have end-to-end data encryption. That is, no third party will be aware of whatever interactions the user does with this app. User anonymization. So while training that particular model, it can be ensured that all the details that are related to a user are masked so that the privacy and security is maintained. Secure authentication while using the app and the system can be done, and users consent and control is essential in while we are getting all the information of the health conditions. Tutor scope.
Hello, Arya.
Yes.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but this is a gentle reminder that your 9-minute mark is crossed, and I would request you to conclude your presentation within your time frame.
Yeah, so these are the few future scopes. We can basically integrate them with the health and life tools like smartwatches. This data can be also used in various data-driven insights for the health professionals. Uh, so yes, the conclusion is that it presents a system for automated nutritional label analysis and personalized dietary recommendation based on users' health data like BMI, allergies, and different preferences. So using these advanced technologies, detecting nutritional tables and ingredients, it empowers individuals to make informed food choices, and it holds a promise for integration in healthcare and consumer apps, promoting healthier eating habits and improving dietitian transparency. So this is all from our side. We are now open for questions. Thank you.
Meghna ma'am, do you have any questions for her?
Yeah, just one question. On the process that was proposed, what was the accuracy that you got, and what kind of user groups have you analyzed if you have any data?
Yes, ma'am. So this is just a research paper, so we haven't actually implemented this thing. So it is under implementation.
Okay. So this is just a proposal for the backend system that the full architecture that you showed. This is more like a proposal. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Garima ma'am, do you have any questions for her?
No, no, no. This is brilliant solution to our daily challenge we are facing. So that's good. Brilliant.
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
good.
Thank you
next.
so much, Arya, for your presentation. Now, next up, I would like to call B. Sona to present her study. B. Sona, ma'am, are you present with us? I repeat, B. Sona, or are any of the co-authors of this paper here with us right now? Okay, we'll move with the next presentation. Anagha Deshpande, ma'am, are you
Yes.
here?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, please present your study on fixed term employment in tertiary education, a
Right.
comparative analysis of India and Australia.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, is my slide visible?
Yes, ma'am, we can see your screen.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Anagha Deshpande. I am a PhD scholar of Dattamegi Institute of Higher Education and Research. I am presenting the paper on fixed-term employment in tertiary education, a comparative analysis of India and Australia. This paper basically deals with the employment trends, legal provisions related to fixed-term employment, and also the challenges related to it and the policy recommendations. The contents of the presentations are introduction, research objectives, literature review, comparative analysis, challenges in fixed term employment, policy recommendations, and the conclusion. As we all know, tertiary education is a vital driver for the economic and social development of any country. As per the AISHE report in India for the year 2021-22, there are more than 45,000 colleges and more than 1,000 universities in India. If we take the record of total faculties that are engaged on a fixed term contract, which basically is a specific period of time for which any employee or any faculty in any educational institution is being appointed at. So as per this AISHE report, which is on record, 7% of the faculties of the total workforce are today engaged on fixed term contracts. As we talk about Australia, the international students approximately contribute 37.6 billion Australian dollars to the tertiary education sector. So here also we have found that 19.5% of the total workforce is comprising of the fixed term employees. The research objectives are compare the legal frameworks which are there in India and Australia with respect to the key provisions, contract terms, benefits, and rights of the employees. Highlight what are the inconsistencies in the enforcement of these laws, assess frameworks for best practices, and suggest reforms for equity and flexibility. The literature review says in the paper that we have observed in Australia, written by Wait and Will in 2002, 10% rise was there in limited term employment, which is basically interchangeably used as a fixed term employment. 10% increase was there in 1998 and sudden drop by 10% in 2000. But as of now, the current rate is 19.5% in Australia. The temporary jobs are usually offered in view of cost effectivity that they offer, as well as the temporary job needs that they have. And basically the teachers and the research associates or the research assistants are basically engaged through fixed term contracts. However, there was a recent study which was conducted in 19 countries, which stated that due to the high student enrollment ratio in countries like Canada, Australia, and Netherlands, the student to staff ratio has nearly doubled, which is thereby causing workload pressures on the existing academics engaged in any institution. For that precise reason, to share the workload that any particular institution has, fixed term employment is considered to be very vital. In India, fixed term employment law was first introduced by the Ministry of Labour and Employment for the apparel industry in 2016. In 2020, it was later expanded for all the sectors, and there were 4 labor laws which were then implemented, wherein the worker and the employee were both considered for engagement of fixed term contracts in any establishment. So as per the literature review in Gupta's paper in 2021, just because of the budgetary constraints that any establishment has, fixed term contracts are used widely. Also, to circumvent the permanency of faculties in any institution, fixed term contracts are definitely used. However, as we have seen that there are 4 labor codes which have been introduced recently since 2019 in India, the law enforcement mechanisms are not that strong. This is a brief comparison between the legal provisions that we have in India and that in Australia. The codes that are there in India speaks about fixed term employments are the Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act 1946 and the amended part, which is Industrial Relations Code 2020. Same in Australia, we had Fair Work Act 2009, Fair Work Legislation Amendment, recently done in 2022. Both the acts in India and Australia, they are applicable to all the sectors. Maximum duration in India, they have not set any fixed criteria, but typically we can say that any employee engaged on a fixed term employment may or may not be extended till 3 years. Whereas that in Australia, we have a very stringent norm of maximum 2 years, including any extension or renewal. Renewal and extension, we do not have any clarity in India per se. However, if we talk about the draft Maharashtra Industrial Relations Code 2021, they have mandated that the extension can only be for a period of 3 years and not more than that. However, in Australia, if we talk about, that is limited to only one extension and the total duration cannot exceed 2 years. Consecutive contracts in India, as I've already stated, there are no strict restrictions, and continuous renewals also not precisely mentioned. However, in Australia, we do have specific conditions on which a fixed term employee is to be engaged. Conversion to permanent employment, definitely not covered in India. However, if the same is challenged in any court of law in India, the jury or maybe the judge may listen to the positives and the negatives of the case, and then it may or it may not go in favor of the employer in case repetitive fixed term employments are being created for the same job and the same role. In Australia, after 2 years, the role must either become permanent or be discontinued. So it precisely means for a same job, same person cannot be engaged for more than 2 years. In termination conditions, India, if the statute says if the contract gets terminated due to the termination of the contract or maybe the expiry of the contract, then there is no requirement of giving any notice to the employee. Whereas that it is the same in Australia. Exception to limits, no major restrictions on usage we could find in India. However, in Australia, it is only specifically used for a specialized skill or training program for a short period or something which is related to research wherein government funding is required or is available. Employee benefits, in India, we do have said in the statute and the acts that the salary, the job conditions, the statutory benefits should be at par with that of a permanent employee on the same cadre. Same is the case in Australia too. So what basically are the key takeaways from this literature review and the comparison that we have done? India allows more flexibility in renewals, while Australia has a very rigid control over the total number of years for which any teacher or a non-teacher gets engaged in any institution. India does not have a strict renewal cap, as we could see. However, the courts may intervene, as we have already precisely discussed. Australia's Fair Work Act aims to prevent abuse of consecutive fixed term contracts because, as we see, beyond 2 years, an employee cannot be considered under FTE. The challenges are job security and career advancement because someone who gets engaged on a fixed term employment, he or she is not available. Sorry?
Excuse me, ma'am. This is a gentle reminder that you've crossed your 9-minute mark.
Yes. So I just fasten this up. So the job security and the career advancement is one of the challenges that we were facing. Workforce casualization is another problem that is being faced by Australian government. Financial and administrative burdens. What are the policy recommendations? As we can see, that there is a strong mandate by Australian government to keep the contracts beyond not to be exceeded beyond 2 years. Here it is proposed that we can keep it for a limited period of 3 or 5 years, which suits the country, wherein there is a clear pathway from and a clear transition from where a faculty who is joining on a fixed term employment is then made permanent in that particular establishment. As we have seen in the government draft rules of Maharashtra, there is a capping of 20% of the total workforce which can be engaged on a fixed term employment and not beyond that. So similar kind of a maximum capping can be put in the establishments across, so as this fixed term employment category per se is not abused. Establishment fixed term contract information statement. In Australia, they have a very good um, initiative that they have taken, which is basically a form wherein the terms and conditions, the rights, the benefits, and the duties of a employee engaged on a fixed term contract is maintained and mentioned in that particular format, which is signed by the employer as well as the employer. So such kind of form, if it is also implemented in India, it will definitely create awareness among establishments as well as the employees. Enhancing access to benefits and social protections. As we have already stated that PF, which is Provident Fund, ESIC, Employee State Insurance Act, in case of India, should also be made applicable to the employees engaged in fixed term employment, reducing over reliance on casual employment. So as I have already covered in the point 1, that there should be a proper conversion pathway wherein there is a transition from FTE to permanent, because if this is done, then only we can reduce our over reliance on the casual employment. Conclusion: India has flexibility but has got weak enforcement, because we do not have any legal bodies who are cross-verifying whether the guidelines and the clauses mentioned in various acts are being followed in toto or not. However, that in Australia, they have strong protections, but still casualization persists. Hence, there is a dire need of creating a balanced approach which brings equity of benefits, salaries, as well as career development opportunities and promotions for fixed term employments in any establishment. Thank you so much.
Meghna ma'am, do you have any questions for her?
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Zarina
but
ma'am?
yeah, I have one question. So, what motivated you to compare India and Australia for this study?
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for the question. Basically, I am also doing my PhD in fixed term employment. So when I was doing my review literature, systematic literature review, there was one faculty who is a very renowned faculty, Dr. Sanjay Upadhyay, who is associated with the Labour Commissioner of India. He has published a paper which is in depth comparing the legal provisions of all the countries except Australia with that of India. And that basically motivated, if there is this gap, why don't I capture that and take Australia as one of the comparing parameters with that of India.
Yeah, that's great. It's insightful paper. Over to you, Dimai.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anaga, for your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Now, next, I would like to call Amol Mashankar. Amol, sir, are you here with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, please present your study on impact of cybersecurity vulnerabilities in DigiLocker on national security.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This is Amol Mashankar from the Atomic Institute of Higher Education and Research, Varda. My topic for the research paper is impact on cybersecurity vulnerabilities and DigiLocker on national security. So basically, DigiLocker is nothing but the flagship initiative under the government of India, and it's a digital program. It is secure, cloud-based platform for storage, sharing, and verification of documents and certificates. So it's nothing but the platform provided by the government of India that enables Indian citizens to store, access, and share their official documents and certificates in a secure and paperless manner. So it offers key features like it offers cloud storage for documents, provide access to documents, important documents of individuals and government also. They are considered to be legally valid as per the IT Act 2000. Users can upload scan copies of personal documents. As far as business documents are concerned, they are very important from their business point of view and should be stored as per the security as far as business is concerned. It enables the real-time verification documents for the register issues also. So the objective behind doing this work is to identify the key cybersecurity vulnerabilities in DigiLocker, to propose advanced solutions and strengthening DigiLocker security, to highlight future research opportunities and emerging technologies in cybersecurity. So if you talk about the threats as far as DigiLocker is concerned, sensitive user information can be accessed by unauthorized individuals, which was previously seen in many cases. Malware also can encrypt the data, disturb the services, and demand ransom also. Users can become victims of credential theft through deceptive emails. Insider threats are also there. Users with access rights may misuse their privileges, overwhelming the server, rendering the platform inaccessible, which is called as distributed denial of services attacks. Now, if we go through the cyber securities in DigiLocker, it has many applications like multi-factor authentication and biometrics to reduce the unauthorized access is possible with the DigiLocker. Encrypted data and secure storage, advanced encryption techniques are there available to secure the sensitive documents. AI-driven systems to monitor for suspicious activities. Then protocols for handling security breaches and ensuring quick recovery. Regular security audits, that periodic audits to identify the vulnerabilities and ensure the compliance. So these are the applications of cybersecurity in DigiLocker. If we go with the comparison, as far as I've taken just one example, and different sectors like Singapore, MyoInfo priorities strong identify verification and centralized access control. If we talk about the sector specific applications, so banking, healthcare, defense sector is also using this, and it can adopt innovations like real-time fraud alerts and strict compliance levels to tackle emerging threats. Uh, these have got so many benefits, but it was not possible due to time constraint to add all these things. But I have tried to focus on main things like sensitive national data protection can be achieved with the DigiLocker's cybersecurity, like prevents data breaches and espionage, ensuring confidentiality and integrity. Public trust and confidence is supposed to be achieved with the advancement of technological tools that we have seen that many of the people are using digital platform for their personal tasks and business operations, and efficiencies of business can be increased with these particular things. So people were not used to it, and they were not too blindly putting their faith on this particular system. So this has been improved the public trust. Then it has enhanced the national security also, prevents unauthorized access and disruption, securing critical digital infrastructure. Uh, it guarantees uninterrupted access to services and documents during the crisis. A lot of things is happening in so many recent days, like we have seen some war situation in different countries. There are business competitions are going on as far as globalization is concerned. Recently, we have seen some tariff issues. So, in somewhat sense, as a businessman or as an individual, we need to protect our documents, and that has been possible with the cyber security in DigiLocker. But there are certain challenges and limitations because we need to you become used to it. So data privacy and security issues are still there because we are not having that much level of particular system. It has got high implementation cost, it is not possible for every business or particular individual to go through it. Second thing is it needs knowledge, skills, and training. So how to utilize, how to use it, and it to what extent it can be utilized for the benefits of business and individual levels. So that need to be the skill or the knowledge needs to be imparted to the individuals. You have to follow the regulatory issues. You need to compliance the laws and regulations, and that has been becoming challenges for the business houses and the individuals also. Now, if we talk about the future directions and research opportunities, so there are so many things that are supposed to happen. AI is now becoming more popular and stronger and easier way to handle these things. So, blockchain, AI, and quantum encryption hold promise for securing digilockers. So, as far as global collaboration is concerned and the development of a national cybersecurity framework are also it is crucial for the system. So, prioritizing public awareness and educating can further reduce the vulnerabilities. So, if I conclude this thing, DigiLocker is a significant step towards achieving the paperless and digitally empowered India. It simplifies the process of storing, assessing, and verifying important documents securely online. So by reducing the need of physical documents and enabling instant access, DigiLocker promotes the transparency, convenience, and efficiency in governance and personal record keeping. It is powerful tool for digital transformation in public services, private sector, business houses, and individuals also. So it is very useful, and we can by doing this particular thing, significant threats in DigiLocker, which has been faced by a long time, can be secured, can be advanced with the help of research and development. This is from my side. Thank you.
Meghna ma'am, do you have any questions for him?
Yeah, one question.
Yes.
So out of the different ways to protect in terms of security, what did you in your research were there any effective techniques which improved?
No, ma'am, actually not suggested. It was a secondary type of research. I'm working on it. So, no prior particular suggestion has been given here, but it is the educative part for the people to assess or use these particular services so that so many bad practices can be reduced.
Got it. So this is more like enhancing why DigiLocker is
Yes.
necessary and like having mechanisms around it, like just
Yes.
telling the importance around it. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Thank you. Very insightful.
Thank you.
Garima ma'am, any questions
Yeah,
for me?
yeah. This is a fantastic paper. I have a question. Could you tell me how can the government educate rural users about phishing risk linked to DigiLocker?
Ma'am, actually, government can just start from the primary education to the that up to the upper level of education. But as far as rural area is concerned, so different programs can be conducted through various campaigns. That would be the best solution
Yeah.
because you got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to ask Madhumitha Adi. Ma'am, are you present?
Yes. Good morning. Yes, I'm present.
Yes, ma'am. Please present your study on intelligent control of smart home security systems with Control 4.
Sure. First of all, I would like to thank everyone. ICTIS. Um, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today's topic is intelligent control of smart home security systems with Control Flow 4. I'm Madhumita Addi and my co-authors are Dr. M.A. Rashid and Dr. Ravi Narayan Patnaik and Mr. Shayan Datta. Okay, so next is, so today's smart home technical integration is very much required, because people not only require a good home but also a secure home. That's why nowadays a recent trend is coming on IoT, AI, and automation industry. So security is a major pillar for everyone nowadays, and that is not only to secure the resident, also to protect from any intrusion and hazard. So here we are getting the solution of control flow 4. It is a centralized automation and security management platform where this system offers the enhanced alerts, real-time monitoring system, and immediate notifications to smart devices. Everyone uses the smartphones and smart devices every time in their hand. That's why we are trying to integrate the home security system with the help of control for automation, to make our residential area secure and intrusion free. Here, the main problem statement of this research is the traditional system is lacking with some integration and intelligent responses. Often, it operates independently. Like, I don't need any separate housekeeping or any kind of human intervention with using this solution, and need for unified and intelligent solution with user control. So whenever I will require to use that system, I can use it. No dependency on any other person or systems. There are few objectives with this research. Enhance the security through intelligent control, integrate smart devices via control 4, enable the real-time monitoring and automation, and using of AI and event detection and response. So I have done some literature review on the same, and I found that security focuses on the encryption and the user authentication to prevent the unauthorized access. Via this, I came to know that there are some way to authenticate the user using control 4. Not only that, through this, the basic mechanism of security is intacted, and the concept of control, when it is explored, then nothing both impairment and potential overreach. Applications like control home easily enable seamless devices to integrate, to use, and to subscribe for the latter stage. And not only for India or any specific country, it is a global requirement to prepare the uh, global smart home market, and it is projected to grow significantly day by day. There are some particular methods to implement that, because it will require an initial setup. So to prepare a smart home with control 4, we will require some devices as well, like sensors, cameras, our smartphones, and some of the devices like motion detectors, locks, and lights. And there are some software. There is an operating system called control 4, and the automation scripting to present, like suppose I am going for a vacation, but using this system I can manipulate my home, and whoever intruder will try to attack to my resident, he or she will understand that somebody is there, because I can manipulate the sensors that they are already in the home with lighting, with sound, or something else. So it is not only securing my home using when I'm present there. When I'm not present there, it is also securing my residential area. But it is not restricted to the resident only. It can be used in any business area or offices or anywhere we want. There are some system architecture, because these sensors and these devices are taking some inputs, and there are some control layers inside it that can be automated. And within that, it through some logic, it can introduce a process for the authentication and authorization, and based on that it will give some output. And the communication can be done via Wi-Fi, IP protocols, and there is a specific name is there that is very renowned, that is Zigbee. So how we can implement this? It can be implemented through automation scenarios, real-time mobile alerts, remote access via application, because Control 4 already has an application that can be integrated to our resident. And we can have some backup power system and failover support. So when it will be implemented, how it will work in the real-time scenario, it will detect some open zones. Suppose there are 5 open zones to enter into the resident or the related area. Then if any intruder appears there, it can buzz the alarm at that point of time. And if we find it is a legitimate user or someone from the parcel or someone else, we can cancel the alarm. But if it is a legitimate alarm, we can take action on it. So there is a proposed mechanism to secure our home with this process. First of all, we can use that software or we can subscribe it to get the OS. After that, we need to connect to the central hub, so that our suppose we have 4 or 5 devices that will be connected through the central hub. After that, it will be connected through Wi-Fi, Bluetooth or Zigbee. And after a connection mechanism is done, the configuration of the devices will be done, and it can be maintained remotely, or it can have the voice control mechanism through some Google Assistant as well. In fact, we have that flexibility as well to connect with some digital assistant. And when we were researching on this item, we found some uh, cost related benefit analysis, so that we can understand who will be the perfect user to implement that, and for whom it will be affordable. And if it is not also affordable, what should be the next alternative to secure the resident. So we came to know that that low income group, like 50k less than 50k dollar per year, it is not affordable to them, because it requires some initial setup. And middle class, it will be tech savvy, it will be viable, and it will be they will get some premium experience with that. If it is not possible for them, they can use some other alternatives that is available in market as well, like suppose Apple HomeKit, Home Assistant hybrid approach as well. And but for high income group who can have us, who should have some secure environment, for them it is very easily affordable, and that is ideal for the luxury smart homes. And when we analyze the result, we came to know that it is very faster response with the events, and the better user can control and customization every time. Integration can be done with different devices whenever we want or admin want, and it enhances the user satisfaction. And it also enforces the home security as well. So this is the chart analysis with a distribution of home security adoption with commercial buildings, luxury villa, penthouses, and residential projects. So we came to know that luxury villa uh, can afford these things and they can use it. And with the Control 4 subscription model, there are some income group we have divided into 3, and based on that, who have the high income yearly, they can easily afford that. And there but along with the protection, there are some initial challenges as well, because there may be some human errors, and they have some compatibility issues or complex configuration. And when they are decorating their home, it may require a high network dependency and also high cost. And
Excuse
this
me,
is,
ma'am.
yes,
Gentle reminder that your 9-minute mark has crossed.
yes, I'm almost end. Control 4 improves the smart home security and unified platform to automation, but there are some future scope as well. Like facial recognition can be done here, open source it can be done here, and wider devices support also should be there. There are some references with the research, with the existing research actually, and I am done with my presentation. So I'd like to get some question on it.
Meghna ma'am, any questions for her?
Yeah. So the architecture that you presented, you mentioned the affordability for different
Right.
ranges and all, right? Are there
Yes.
any technical prerequisites, meaning all of these systems, all the three types of systems that you presented, they definitely need network connectivity and high bandwidth. Is that correct? Given these are high volume video streams, are there any technical constraints? Is my question.
Actually, Wi-Fi and Zigbee will also be should be there, and it is required. It is asking for very less technical expertise. That is very much comfortable with the smart devices. Like if I don't know how to use Alexa, if I don't know how to use Control for visual application, that would be difficult to use. Suppose. A person is a very has a very high income, but he has very low knowledge in uh, that kind of secure application. That time our minimum training will be required to uh, use in a exact way that is intended.
Got it. Thank
Is
you.
only the thing. Yeah.
Garima ma'am, any questions for her?
No question. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, next, I would like to call Rhoda Vijaya Lakshmi. Vijaya ma'am, are you here with us?
Yes, Dimahi ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, please present your paper on multimodal sign language translation system.
Yeah, ma'am. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Vijay Lakshmi Rodda from Sri Vishnu Engineering College for Women, and I'm here to represent my project Multimodal Sign Language Translation System. So my co-authors are Mrs. Y.S. Jyoti, Ravpati Kavyasri Lakshmi Saujanya, Geetanjali, Saumya Madhuri, and Nandini. Uh, so this tool helps as an assistive communication tool which helps the to bridge the gap between communication gaps between non-hearing community and non-signer community. So we all know that communication is a fundamental human need, but for individuals with speech or hearing impairments, this may become a daily challenge, especially with interacting and non-signers. So to solve this issue, we thought of creating a platform which allows users to give input in different modes such as sign, text, and audio. So based on the input provided, we can get the output. So this not only recognizes but also interprets sign languages and converts the text and speech into sign language animations, which helps in promoting mutual understanding and also bridges the communication gap in real time. So the problem statement which you are going to address is the communication gap itself. So despite there are several technological advancements, there is some gap in real-time translation. So speech and sign languages are rarely used by common people. This gap not only limits communication but also limits the access to education, employment, and healthcare and social integration also for the hearing impaired people. This makes them feel like they are conserved and they should not interact with the normal society. So this is not a problem, and we are helping them to be a part of inclusive communication by bridging the communication gap using system that understands speech, text, and sign language inputs. So our key goals are to improve gesture recognition using deep learning and promote accessibility by supporting multiple input and output formats. Uh, we also provide text, audio, and video feedback for learning and communication purposes, and offer offer a friendly UI that's easy to use across devices. And here is the workflow of our system. So the user can register through the login portal, or he can log in if he has an existing account. Based on the registration successful, he or she will be redirected to the page, which contains 4 options such as sign to text, text to sign, learning, and logout modules. So in the text to sign module only, we have embedded the audio to sign module also. In sign to text module, user will provide a video input through front camera option. So in that, user patterns will be captured by the camera, and in the upper right corner, the text will be displayed so that the user can understand what the meaning of sign is. And in the text to sign module, there are two different things, such as a user can enter the text, or he can enter the audio also using the mic option provided. So it generates the sign language animation for gestures based on the provided text or audio. In the learning module, we can provide videos in so that the persons who don't know the sign language can learn from the videos and gain what a sign language knowledge. So in the logout section, users who are wanting to log out, they can log out in the end after completing their actions. And there are 6 different modules in our system. In the first step, data is collected, that is in from the input, and the data is pre-processed using cleaning techniques, and the feature extraction is done from the input provided. Based on the feature extraction, we train the model. So if the input is image, then we use CNN for gestures, and if the input is text or audio, we use NLP for model training. So after evaluation is done, which ensures accuracy and efficiency, and finally the model is deployed for real-time use. So the modules we have used for this are Python modules and libraries such as TensorFlow, Keras, and NumPy, Matplotlib. So the first module is user authentication module, in which user can log in and he can verify the session time, and he can provide the password to log in. And the next module is text input and processing module, in which user can provide the text input, and based on the text input we train the models. So in the next module is audio input and speech recognition module. So based on the input, like if the user provides an audio input, we can capture the audio input and convert it into text first, and then based on the input we can convert the converted text into sign languages. uh, and the next module is sign language recognition module. So if the user gives the input in video format, so the camera accesses the video of the user and it displays the text of the particular sign language in the corner of the camera. So this is sign language recognition module. And sign language animation module visualizes sign language corresponding to text input. And the next is interface and experience module. So a clean responsive UI for all users is our goal. Um, so these are the results. In audio to sign result, we can provide the audio using this mic button, and based on the audio provided, the audio is converted into text first. Suppose if I say hey, how are you, like that, it will provide the keywords in that sentence, and then based on the keywords it will provide the animation video over here. And the text to sign result will also be a great thing to help communication bridging. So user can enter the text which he wanted to convert into sign, and then based on the text he entered, the keywords will be classified. Like here we entered okay. So in the okay word, we divide the keywords, and then we play and we can get the animation videos. So the user can repeatedly play or pause the video to understand his sign language. So This is sign to text result. So user can switch on the camera and provide the sign language. Here my teammate is providing hand gesture, which means live long. So the output is displayed in the corner itself. That's the sign to text result conversion. Learning here is the learning page. In the learning page, we provided the videos of American Sign Language thing, and based on that, user can learn from these videos and practice sign languages interactively. uh, these are the performance analysis, like our system achieved high translation accuracy in low misinterpretation, um, and minimal delay in real-time processing. And the diagonal values represent the correctly predicted values with the predicted values. So we can see that almost all of the values are correctly predicted. And in conclusion, this system offers a practical solution to real world problem. It helps inclusive communication, and it also blends AI and assistive technology, and can be used in workplaces, schools, and even in hospitals and public settings also, as we can interact with non-hearing community. And our future work is to plan, improve recognition in noisy environments and different dialects. But now we are only limited to one dialect, so we are planning to improve it in different dialects. And we are also planning to add facial expression detection for richer sign language translation. And it also enhances synchronization between modalities to make it seamless. And thank you from my side. Thank you for all your attention. We believe our project can make communication more inclusive and human centered. If we have any questions, we'd love to answer them. Thank you.
Meghna ma'am, any questions for her?
Yeah, great presentation. Very inspiring, and really love the idea of to make it inclusive, and the AI for good use is amazing one. Just one question. You said it's real time, right? What's the latency of your system for sign to text or text to sign?
So we didn't check any latency, but we checked the corrected values versus predicted values. In
Okay.
that, we achieved a great accuracy. I mean, we get over 90 plus accuracy. So we think that latency will also be less. I hope
Got
this
it.
answers your question, Meghna. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. I was just asking about the seconds, but yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Garima ma'am, any questions for her?
No question. This is highly impactful and innovative paper.
Thank you, Garima ma'am, and thank you, Dimahim.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, next up is Gayatri Asalkar. Gayatri ma'am, are you here with us?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, please present your paper on need of OpenAI GPT-3 embedding for duplicate text detection to improve performance of CQA website.
Yes, my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, we can see your screen.
Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Gayatri Asalkar. I'm a PhD scholar. My paper ID is 259. And my paper title is Need of OpenAI GPT-3 Embedding for Duplicate Text Detection to Improve Performance of CQA Website. My co-authors are my PhD guide, Dr. Bechulal, and the co-guide, Dr. Nilesh B. Kurde. These are the contents: introduction, literature review, GPT evolution, proposed model, methodology, result, future scope, and conclusion. Now, introduction, the community-based question answering system, that is a platform where user can ask a question and receive answer from the community of users and from the experts. For example, Quora, Stack Overflow, and again, there are the social sites also, Facebook, Instagram. We ask some questions, opinion from the users. So these are called as a community-based question answering system. So working of the system, user interaction, user ask questions and contribute the answers. Content moderator, community members and moderators ensure the quality and relevance of the answers. He can modify the answers based on the quality. Reputation system, user gain the reputation points, bonus points based on the quality of contributions. Search and retrieval, some users only search the questions and answers, and here we use a indexing of the in their database. So users of system, users may be questioner who can ask a questions. It may be an answerer who can respond the questions, that is experts, and moderator who can update or modify or maintain the quality and relevance of the answers, and learner who just browse the questions and answers from the website. So challenges of a system, the quality control, ensure the accurate and relevant result, and the repetitive questions. So identify the duplicate question is the main challenge of the Quora or a community-based question answering system. So why it is a benefit to find the duplicate detection questions? So first, to find duplicate questions to save the user time and ensure that they receive the answer quickly. Second, people who search Second, people who search the queries and receive high quality result, preventing the repetition. And thirdly, remove the superfluous and redundant, means it is unnecessary questions and redundant questions content will generally improve the CQA site's performance. Now, the literature review, there are the most part is implemented, that is TF-IDF model, BERT model, then CNN, SVM, LSTM. These are models are already implemented to find out the duplicate detection in the CQA websites. So this is GPT evolution. 2015, the first GPT is found, and now December 25, there are the Gemini 2.0 version, and May 2024 GPT 4.0 version. So it is the latest version of the GPT and the Gemini. So these are the evolution chart of the GPT model. Now, these are my proposed model. This is my proposed model. So questions we identify, we extract the questions, and then data pre-processing, feature extraction phase. And then there are the two parallel pipelines. So we implement the two models. One is the GPT-3 model and second is the sentence BERT model. So GPT-3 model is implemented by GPT embedding and sentence BERT model is implemented by sentence embedding. Then we check the cosine similarity. So there are the two vectors generated by the two questions. Then cosine similarity, find out the similarity score based on the formula. And then if it is a duplicate found, the cosine similarity score is the 1. If it is a not duplicate, then cosine similarity score is the 0. So here my result is the displayed. So these are the two parallel pipeline. First one is the GPT embedding and second one is the sentence BERT embedding. So pre-processing phase require the stop word removal. So whatever stop words are there, for example, a and again and or, these stop words we remove from the string. Then tokenization, we find out each token, we convert the string into the tokens, that is this is noun, verb, adjective, etc. Then verb extraction and lemmatization phase. From the sentence we extract the verb and then we convert the base format of the word. For example, suppose show is there, so show is converted into the C, etc. That is the base format. Then question classification, we find out the category of the question. So question is categorized into which type, that is the based on the asker concerns, question topic, type and the domain of the questions. Now the feature extraction, from the sentence, from the question sentence, we extract the features, means whatever important parts or important components to identify it is duplicate or not, we extract that. That is called as a feature extraction. For example, length of the question, type of the question, category of the question, common words from the two questions, uncommon words from the two questions, and semantic analysis. Is there two questions are semantically same or not? That is a semantic analysis. Now the data set contains the ID, that is a first ID, then question ID1, question ID2. Question number means it is the sentence of the question. First, question 2, that is the sentence of the question 2. Is duplicate is a flag, is a boolean, that is 0 or 1. If it is a 1 means the both question 1 and 2 are duplicate. And if it is a 0, then question 1 and 2 is a not duplicate. Now this is a GPT-3 embedding model. So here sentence, we use a GPT-3 embedding model. The GPT-3 embedding model, there are various models. For example, ADA, Da Vinci, and small and large models. So we use these models and we convert the sentence into the real number of vectors. Then hidden layer and latent embedding is used to reduce the dimensionality of the vector, and then our resultant vector is the implemented or create. So from two questions, we find out the two vectors and then we implement the cosine similarity. So the GPT embedding model, the GPT-3 embedding model, the text embedding 3 large, text embedding 3 small. These are two models, is the latest model of the find out the similarity of the sentence. Then the text embedding ADA 2. These models are the cost effective model for the text embedding 3.5 version. Now, text embedding 3 small is optimized for latency and the storage, while text embedding 3 large is a prioritized highly accuracy and flexible in embedding dimensionality of various use cases. The text embedding 3 model, the dimension are 12,288. Now, hidden layer are the dense layer, and latent embedding is the used to lower dimensional representation of the vector to improve the quality of the vector embedding. Now the sentence but model, these are our second pipeline. So sentence but model is implemented by SBERT. So sentence is converted into the tokens, words, and each word is converted into the real numbers. So for example, by using encoder and transformer. So the token embedding is the dimension 512 multiplied by 768. Pooling layer is the fully connected layer. It result the quality, it improve the quality of our vector, that is the resultant vector. Now, sentence BERT model is the developed by the researcher of the UKP lab. SBRT uses a SIMES or triplet network architecture. Additionally, sentence BERT introduce an interesting training objective using contrasting learning and to improve the discrimination between similar and different sentence and pairs. So the sentence similarity sentence BERT model is the highly recognized or highly implemented. Now next third model is the distilled BERT. So distilled BERT is the knowledge distillation. So that is the compact model. For example, teacher and the student model. So student is the replicate the actions of the bigger model, that is a teacher. So distilled BERT is the result is remains same 97%, but the speed is increased by 60% than the BERT, and it is a compact by the 40%. So distilled BERT is used when our data set is a supervised learning data set and it is a small data set. For big data set, the distilled BERT is not used. Cosine similarity, this is a dot product where we implemented the cosine similarity. That is the V1 is our embedding vector 1 and V2 is our question 2 embedding vector 2. So
Excuse me,
here
ma'am.
cosine, yes.
This is a gentle reminder that you've crossed your 9-minute mark. I would request you to conclude your presentation within the next minute.
Yes, sure. This is the result. So the result here sentence BERT model is the highly recognized and highly accurate than the GPT-3 and distilled BERT. But here This is my future scope. Additionally, developing more efficient training techniques and reducing the computational cost can further broaden and their applicability. So we use the other LLM model for the next future. Now, sentence BERT is the highly recognized for the local database, and it is a small database. But OpenAI embedding is required API access, that is a paid one, and you get the higher accuracy, but the cost. So OpenAI embedding are trained on the massive dataset can handle the broader range. So finally, we offer the several perceptive suggestions for the future research. By considering all these things, we stated that LLM will be useful tool for academics and business professionals to stay current on the most recent findings. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Meghna ma'am, any questions for her?
Yeah. What's the data set size where you found the sentence but was 90%? Like how diverse and what's the size?
So my study, I use a Cora dataset. So it is the Cora dataset having the 10,000 more rows are there. So I use that.
Okay. Okay. Got it. That's a very diverse one, and I just wanted to know how representative the result is. Thank you. Very informative.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Garima ma'am, any questions for her?
Yeah. And this is well structured and insightful paper that tackles the key challenges in CQA platforms. So my question is, could reinforcement learning or human in the loop approaches further improve answer quality in CQA systems?
Here my study focus only the supervised learning. That is, my data set is actually a label data set that I cannot study on the reinforcement learning. That is maybe a future scope.
Okay. That's okay. That's great.
Okay.
Over to you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much,
ma'am.
Gayatri. Now, next, I would like to call Sneha Padiyar. Sneha ma'am?
Yes, I'm.
Yes, ma'am. Please present your paper on network traffic flow based hybrid detection of bot group activities using similarity and correlation.
Yeah. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible to us.
Yeah. Good afternoon, one and all present here. I'm going to present my paper ID with 121, having the title of Network Traffic Flow Based Hybrid Detection of Bot Group Activities using Similarities in the Correlations. Once we are talking about the security, let's start with why we need a network security. So, as we all know that we are highly dependent on the network for our day-to-day activities, and we are searching and sharing each and our tiny details over the network. So we can say that in the current era the usage of the networks are so high. At the same time, the concerns about the securities are also rises in the high. So in my graph I have mentioned a different kind of generations by generations attacks. So in the current type, most of the attackers aims are they want to grab a certain kind of informations from their victim machines. But in the era by change, their interest has been also shifted from one type attack to the another type. Now they are more concerns for the controlling and the compromising the whole devices of the victim without sharing their identity. So during my literature survey I have found that okay, there are so over the network there are over the network whatever numbers of computers are connected, among that 16 to 25% computers are compromised with the attack called it is botnet. So a very first is what is the botnet. So botnet is a mixture of two different terminology, that is known as in bot stands for robot, and the second one is the note as in what a net. So it is stands as in what a compromised devices which will make together a common network to attack someone's another person's, that is known as in what bot network. So the whole life cycle of bot network will work according to there will be one particular bot masters who will be spread a continuous malicious commands to look after the different kind of devices who have a certain kind of leakages. So they can make a victim list. So there will be a command and control channels that will be passed to the vulnerable hosties. So that will be a part of what that control command server, then a certain kind of server regarding informations will be passed to that victim PCs, and based on that infections will be spread over the network, and that time will be whole command and control will be under the bot masters and the different kinds of victim devices that will be known as a botnet. So this is the what overall flow how particular botnet lifecycle will work. With the same time, once a particular bot masters will be comes into the pictures, they will first of all identify that what particular mode of communications they are going to follow. Either they can follow a peer-to-peer learning mode, or they can go with the client server based particular architectures. Then they will try to infect multiple different kinds of attacks like in spam generations, denial of distributed attack. They will try to infect the system, and they will try to perform a such kind of malicious activity related to the phishing and the hacking, and that all things will be targeted the devices who all are connected over the network, and they have a certain kind of vulnerabilities into that. So that is the entry point of any bot masters to enter into our PC. So now by this different kind of activities are there, and we can say that our devices also might get some kind of compromise over this particular network. So such kind of things it really important to detect this attack, so that we can get to know that does my network is in does my device is compromised over the network when I'm going to connect and when I'm going to use a certain kind of network features. So such kind of activity is very really important to detect. So with this with importance, I have a certain kind of objectives. So main primary research objective is to I need to detect the group of compromising version within a network that are the part of my botnet, and we need to improve the detection technique. Like we need to give a certain kind of hint to the users that such kind of malicious activities are going through your PC as in background work. So such kind of antivirus regarding thick, or you can say botnet detection activities which regarding studies we have followed in my whole research work. So the main target is we are going to address the problem of the bot detection techniques. We are going to pre-process the behavior of the legitimate traffic. Once if your device is compromising, then how as a naive user you can get the certain kind of hint that your device is compromised or not. So this is the aim of my work. So with that, a different detection approaches we have followed. So there are three different approaches like a host-based botnet detections, network-based host-based detection, and the hybrid botnet detection. With this, in our proposed architectures, I have used a particular CTU13 database that is in format of the PKP file, where a different kind of network regarding flows are stored. So that will be a scanned into the dataset labeling. A different features extractions algorithms we have used. For that we have applied a machine learning algorithms. Then after applying the feature selection algorithms, we have track and trace the false alarm rate and the accuracy of my machine learning algorithms. So based on that, these are the specific algorithms. The algorithm is divided into the two phase. One is the training phase, and the second one is the classifying phase. Among the 100%, my 20/80 rule is there. 20% of data are used as in training, and 80% of use as in use for the classifying phase. So the methodology is what we have used. We have tried to collect the all over data from my regular network usage as well as CTU13 database. Then we have tried to identify the feature extractions algorithms. Then a different machine learning classifier we have tried to use, and based on that we have tried to filter out the normal traffic flow, command and control traffic flow, or you can say a background traffic. Because whenever using a wireshark approach, whenever you are tracking and tracing your network flows, you must have to say that some traffics are genuine traffic, some traffics are malicious traffic, and the very few of the traffics will be what a background noise are there. So based on the filtering, we have tried to accomplish the results and the finding, and my results will be stated and the based on the accuracy, false alarm rate, and some kind of a genuine notable pop-ups will be there. So for that, the data set we have used is in CTU13 data set having a size of 1.9 GB. We are having a mixture types of data. At the same time, there are so many other data sets are publicly available, mentioned like ISCX, US, RBOT, NIDIS. Okay, so among that, these are the basic descriptions of my data CTU13 database having the data of like total flows, botnet flows, normal flows, command and control flows, and the background traffic flows. So such kind of database is applied into my feature extractions. Among that, I have tried to identify the source IP address, destination IP address. Based on that, I can simply filter out the genuine traffic and the malicious traffic, and based on that, a flow control. So these are the what features extractions which I have applied in my technology during my algorithms, and based on that we have such kind of, after the feature extractions, the filtered data are applied into the classifier ML algorithms. So four different classifier algorithms we have used, which are known as a decision tree, naive based, regression model, and the neural model. So these are the what a basic step four procedures are there. Once a very first data are filtered, the data are transferred into the machine learning algorithms, and based on that we have created a confusion matrix based on the four different conditions. A very first, it is known as a true positive, true negative, and the false negative, where a flows of data from the normal and the genuine, normal and the malicious, or you can malicious traffics are identified. We have mentions that it usually consists of table describing the possible result which denotes that attack is detected. One a zero is mentioned, it is so that it is a normal traffic. So traffic, it's giving a label rate of 0 and 1, where 1 indicates the it is in compromised traffic, and the 0 indicates it's a normal flow from the existing my data set. So based on that, for the evolution matrix, we have considered four different parameters, that is based on the confusion matrix I previously have showed. Then I have tried to calculate the accuracy and the false alarm rate. These are the equations what we have used it. After applying such kind of accuracy, we have tried to summarize the bot regarding works. So we can see that in the CTU13 database, there are 13 different scenarios are there. In 13 scenarios, I have tried to mention each and every scenarios. I have applied a four different algorithms, and I have tried to find the accuracy and the false alarm rate. So these are the what my resulting data, which I have mentioned in the tabular format and the graph format. So these are the data for the CTU13 of algorithm scenario number one, where I have applied my whole classifier. Again, each and for whole scenario, four different classifiers are applied, and based on that I have tried to capture each and every point scenarios accuracy and the false alarm rate. So based on the graphs and based on the tabular statistics, I have mentioned the highest accuracy and the lowest highest accuracy and highest false alarm rate. The highest accuracies we are receiving from the decision tree algorithms, which are of an amount of 99.99 percentage, which is clearly indicating that okay, this is the genuine traffic you can go with, and this is the normal uncompromised traffic, which is not going from your devices or not from your instructions, but it is someone is there who is controlling in the background, and such kind of background activities are going on from your side. So based on that accuracy and the false alarm rates are given with this thing. Now next, at the same time, just a second. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, but it is a gentle reminder
Yeah.
that you've crossed your 9-minute mark. All right.
Yeah, surely. Okay, so these are my conclusion point of view. So after applying a different machine learning algorithms in our experiment, we found that a network features are contributing the enhancing the features of botnet detection model, because we know that whenever over the network we are going to access it, a few background traffics are there who will increasing the consumptions of your traffic flows. So based on our proposed model, we are getting the accuracy of 99.95% with the good false positive rates of 0.05. This is all from my side. Thank you, ma'am. If any questions are there, I'm here.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
Meghna ma'am, any questions?
yeah, what kind of hardware did you use to run your evaluation tests as the
Ma'am,
networks?
I have, yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, I have not used any kind of particular hardware, external hardware, but I have created a setup I have created my own lab setup where a 4 to 5 devices are there, where I have intentionally created a certain kind of network flows.
Okay, so in order to evaluate, you basically simulated the setup with the
Yeah,
okay, got it. Very,
yeah, ma'am.
very impressive result, 99.5. Thank you. Thanks for
Yes,
presenting.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Garima ma'am, any questions for
Yeah.
her?
Firstly, I must appreciate your speed of presentation. So my
Thank you,
first
ma'am.
question is, what types of organizations or industries would benefit most from deploying this detection model?
Ma'am, such kind of work will be especially useful for the naive users, because we, or you can say that our family members are that much not technical persons, so they are not getting such kind of information that their device is compromised or not. So my main prime persons are there. I want to create a certain kind of alert regarding things for the naive users, ma'am. So it will be
Very,
more useful for them.
Yes, very good, very. This is well researched paper, I must say.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Over to
Thank
you,
you so
Dimani.
much. Yes, ma'am. Now, next up is Utkarsha Vanjari. Utkarsha, ma'am, are you here with us? I repeat, Utkarsha, ma'am, or any of the co authors, are you present with us? Okay, we'll move to the next presentation. Shailesh Gahane, sir, are you here with us?
Hello, good morning, ma'am. Rather than good
Yes, sir.
afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Please present your paper on
Yeah.
RFID based traffic reward system, a positive reinforcement approach for smarter urban traffic management.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. So now I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, sir.
I hope it is visible to you.
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Yeah. So, so good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, respected panel members. I am Dr. Shailesh Gane from School of Allied Sciences, Datta Mege Institute of Higher Education and Research, Savangi Mege, Wardha. Today, I'm presenting my research paper in 9th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Intelligent System. My paper ID is 119 RFID-based traffic reward system, a positive reinforcement approach for smarter urban traffic management.
कुठे आहे तिकडे
So
त्यांच्या
here,
वाचायला
so here the
नको
authors
बोलू
are Thomas Dandare, Prachi Mandade, Vanshika Landge. They are from MCA semester number 4 students. So right now they are having the internships. So I am as a guide, I am going to present their papers right now. Now talking about the introductory part. So ma'am, I want to just tell you one thing. While designing this paper, this is what one of the project for MCA semester number 4 students. So basically, we are having one concept in our mind that why we are not giving the traffic reward system to our different types of different types of vehicles, two-wheeler vehicles, four-wheeler vehicles, some trucks, and all these things are there. So we have proposed one RFID based traffic reward system through which we can manage the traffic area in urban areas. So the very soul of urban transport lies in the economic and social fabric in modern cities, but growing the challenges brought by fast-paced urbanization, private vehicle ownership, as well as the cognition on the roads emergence. So here the traditional method we have founded out here related to traffic management system is failed in terms of fundamental causes of traffic violations and congestions. This research proposes the traffic-based reward system that will encourage the most drivers to comply the traffic laws and behaves responsibility on the road assistance. So here the system will achieve this goal through the real-time monitoring of vehicle movements and strategic checkpoints through RFID technologies. So we are right now running this particular system in one of the square that is called as Bajaj Square with the help of RTO management system. So basically, this particular RFID will track the speed limits, traffic signals, and the lane disciplines over here. So this hybrid methodology will be integrating RFID infrastructure, mobile technologies, some behavioral psychologies, and the stakeholder collaborations to give an achievable, sustainable solutions for improved and urban traffic management. So basically, the pilot will be used to establish the performance indicators to access the compliance rates, improved flows of traffic, and satisfaction of the user. It will look forward the visualizing the paradigm shifts in the management of the traffic to ensure the ecosystems that works for the benefits of the drivers, businesses, and the traffic authority in the delivery of the smarter and more efficient urban transport system. Basically, ma'am, this particular RFID we have found it out over here for the RFID traffic-based reward system, and we are working on this particular RFID device. So here, talking about the research background, so this study shows the non-compliance with traffic rules is one of the major causes these problems as speeding, failure to observe road signs, and the lane indisciplines cause and the break in the traffic flows and increase the chances of accidents over here. So basically, in the urban transportation system plays the critical role in facilitating the economic growth and enhancing the quality of life in modern societies. However, the fast expansion of cities and the growing reliance on private vehicles have made the traffic management a significant challenge over here. So we have gone through some literature reviews which are based on IoT systems, ma'am. So first research work from 2020, we got the innovative IoT-based machine learning enabled traffic reward system proposed by PK Singh and Abhishek Kumar Jha. So in this paper, we have found it out an intelligent traffic reward system that tracks the driving behavior and efforts reward system specifically to each driver using IoT and machine learning is proposed. So this system aims the curb traffic disciplines and cognition in cities. Second research paper, ma'am, we have found it out again 2020 related to traffic reward system, the survey and challenges, the opportunities, which is proposed by AK Jain, sir. So there is an overview of traffic reward system currently in vogue and interesting challenges. The research opportunities both alike arises. This particular research paper suggests the need to come up with the better tools and rewarding traffic system. So this is the second, and third one is proposed by SK Singh traffic reward system by using the blockchain technology. Here somewhat the security mechanisms they have provided over here through this research paper. So blockchain based public reward mechanism has been proposed in this paper for monitoring the roadside of behavior and the behavior of the driver as well as. So basically, we have found it out some research gap through this particular literature reviews. So most of the system have been devised to punish the violations rather than encourage the compliance. So it end up with the short-term behavioral changes rather than the sustainable changes. Some short-term changes we have found it out over here, like he is going to punish with some kind of punishment, and then his behavior is quietly changed over here. Second research gap, RFID technology has been widely adopted for applications such as toll collection and vehicle identification. So its potential for invoicing to good traffic behavior remains largely unexplored over here. Next one is mobile application have been leveraged from navigation and traffic updates are rarely integrated with real-time tracking and the reward system for promoting traffic laws and compliance over here. So basically, through this research gap, we have identified some objective over here. We have made some objective over here. First objective of our research paper is the purpose to this study to develop the mobile application that receives an RFID based and traffic reward system. Second one is we are going to provide the reward and discounts in leading brands to promote the good traffic behavior and address to the stress laws. Here, ma'am, second objective is in process right now. Third one is objective to diagnose the traffic road and forecasting drivers to follow the rules and hash code for by betterment of enforcement of traffic laws. This particular third objective we have applied to our cities, Wardha. To use the fourth one is to use the technology such as RFID scanners and mobile applications to track the traffic behavior and reward in real-time system. This is the proposed work over here. So this is what the methodology, research methodology through our traffic RFID-based traffic reward system. First of all, we have gone through the literature review. Second one, we are going to design in the system design. Next one is data collection, then machine learning approach, and then cost benefit analysis we are going to do, and then we are going to do the evaluation with the usage of behavior of the traffic and behavior of the driver also. This is the proposed methodology through which we are going to propose this research work. So first of all, we are going to make the RFID development. This we have done. Mobile application development, it is under process, ma'am. Then reward system and incentive design we are going to do. Then data management and security we have done. Stakeholder engagement through the RTO management system. This is in process. Pilot implementation and monitoring we will do after the mobile application development, and then evaluation and optimization, and then full scale deployment we will do surely. Suggested step over here, ma'am, we have to go on for the registration, then we have to place the particular tag that is called as installation of vehicles, then we have to follow the rules so that that particular traffic will be tracked to our mobile phones with the help of RTO management system. Then on that particular whosoever will follow the particular traffic rules in a based manner, they will earn the rewards, and then they will get the enjoyment, the benefits of this particular traffic reward system. So this flowchart represents the step-by-step procedures for reward-based system that encourages the people to follow the traffic rules. So it will start with an easy online registration process where user enrolls in this program. So through this research paper, the concluding remarks are This paper introduces the concept of methodology for implementing an RFID-based traffic reward system to mitigate the challenges and growing in the management of urban traffic. Through this integration, the RFID technology, mobile applications, and reward-based incentive structure, the proposed system seeks to promote the responsible driver behavior, and it will definitely reduce the traffic congestion, improve the road safety, and enhance the environmental sustainability. So this particular approach moves away from traditional punitive enforcement model and the positive reinforcement to encourage the long-term adherence to the traffic regulations, providing a scalable and cost-effective solutions to the traffic problems, ma'am. So total we have referred 25 papers for this research paper, ma'am. And right now it is in process. This particular project we have implemented in this particular Varda city, ma'am. So that's it from my side, ma'am. So if any questions, ma'am, so it will be most welcome, ma'am. So
Meghna
it
ma'am,
is
any
actually
questions for
in
him?
implementation phase.
Very practical and very useful
Yes, ma'am.
research contribution. My question was, what kind of reward systems have you explored in this implementation phase?
Ma'am,
Because
actually, right now, we are going to propose that we will give some goodies kind of thing, small kind of thing, or when we are going to punish with the help with some rupees. So we can purchase it and we will give some goodies. Right now, we are going to propose it to the RTO management system in Varda city,
okay,
so that
okay,
they will get happy at least. Because what happened, ma'am, in when we are going to talk about the car or the four-wheeler and above wheeler, so they are going to place the Ganesh murti they are going to place over there. So like that we are going to place some goodies kind of thing.
got it, got it.
So that
Yeah,
is
I
the
was
proposed
just
one.
curious. Yeah,
And
yeah,
we have started from smaller city because Varda is smaller city, and we have we are going to apply on only one square. Bajaj Square is there, so more traffic is there, ma'am, actually.
got it,
And
got
when
it.
we are going to punish them, when we are going to punish to the two-wheeler people, so at that time they are so much angry that how this is going to be happen and all these things. So that's why we
Yeah,
are
yeah.
going to change the little bit their mood.
Mindset. Yeah, yeah. No, makes
Yes, ma'am.
sense. Thank you.
So this is what the research paper, ma'am.
Mhm.
Yes, this is an amazing paper. I have a question. Could this
Yes,
system integrate with existing smart city infrastructure or other transportation technologies? Could
ma'am,
this
it is
system integrate
actually
with
it
it?
is in preliminary stage. So we have put it in smaller cities, ma'am, and we are starting from Varda city because we are in living in Varda. So with the help of RTO management system, we are in process, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Very nice.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Over to you, Dimai.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, thank you.
Now, this is one last call for B. Sona. Sona, ma'am, are you present with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, please present your paper on community engagement and participatory technology design in rural Karnataka, a case for tribal development.
Can you see my screen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, we are able to see your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. So, firstly, good afternoon, everyone. I am B. Sona, and I'm today presenting the paper on the title Community Engagement and Participatory Technology Design in Rural Karnataka, a case for tribal development. So, this is Badrapura, a tribal community with geographic isolation, limited resources, and inadequate infrastructure. To brief about this community, it has limited access to essential services like sanitation, electricity, and water. Our study focused on particularly Haki Piki tribe who encounters severe issues in waste management, water supply, and electrical infrastructure. We had a chance to engage with this community directly to identify sustainable solutions tailored to their needs. So, moving on to the problem identification. As I mentioned before, the main problems are waste accumulation, water stagnation, and poor drainage. with limited economic activities and unstable electricity support. We got solution for one of these problem, which is very primary, which is waste accumulation through the methodology. To develop an effective solution, we conducted detailed field visits and interacted closely with the community. We used participatory rural appraisal, which is also called as PRA tools, to systematically analyze the challenges. First, resource mapping, which is a visual map of the community with the available resources. Second, transect walk. It is an observational walkthrough of the village to examine different zones. Third, seasonal calendar for temporal analysis across the annual cycles with months and seasons. Fourth, brainstorming session. We conducted an open discussion with community members to list the challenges and rank it based on their severity. Fifth, problem tree analysis. We identified the root causes and long term effects of the major problems, which was finalized by the villagers after the brainstorming session. So to brief about everything, this is the resource map. So as I said before, it is very small part of the location. So the whole village comprised in one chart. And this map consists of every resources available in the whole community. For example, like pipelines, the solar lines, and whatever, how many houses are there, the empty lands, the churches, schools, everything comprises in one whole map, and that is this. So this is the transect walk. As I said before, this is for the zones. This is not a straight, it's not a flat surface. It rather than this whole village is a peaky place where there is a upper part here. This is the seasonal calendar. So this community people not have the main income through two businesses, which is plastic flower garland making and hair oil making from the scratch. So we got to know all the details about that and put it in one calendar. We also got certain health issues which is affecting them a lot, which is completely relevant to the problem we found out. And then this is the brainstorming session. We made all the elder ones and important people to sit in a room and discussed all the problems we identified with them and asked them opinions, and we prioritized the problems based on their needs. This is the problem tree analysis. Now, we found waste accumulation is the topmost priority for them, and the down part, the root part, is completely the root cause of this problem, waste accumulation. And the tree part is the effects, future effects, and current effects of that problem. So, to go on to the proposed solution, the solution we came up with for the main problem, waste management, is drainage pusher system. By installing this, it prevents blockage and ensures smooth flow. This system, through a pusher rod mechanism that physically removes the debris from the drainage pipes. In this way, it prevents clogging. The system is designed to operate in two modes actually, which is manual and automatic. Manually, villagers can activate it only when they find the blockage visibly. Or in automatic way, we can use sensors to detect the blockage in real time. And an important feature is in this solution is TDS, which is total dissolvable solids. To ensure the water quality, it utilizes sensor-based detection, which activates only if the blockage is detected. This reduces actually the cost and the maintaining effort by eliminating the need for frequent manual cleaning. This is the map of the whole village, and the installations of scrappers would be here mentioned in the maroon dots, and there are around 7 to 8 solar electric poles there in the whole village. So connecting the scrapers with the solar poles would be more effective, and it will be eco-friendly too. So this is the scraper installation, and this is the solar poles in the blue dots which is connected. So, to the future scope, to conclude, the Hakipiki community is facing critical challenges that directly impact the quality of their lives. Our proposed solution, and I'm sorry, this is the future scope. This system isn't limited to Bhadrapura, it has potential to adapt in many other rural and urban areas. Looking ahead, we aim to integrate AI and IoT for real time monitoring and predictive maintenance. We are expecting eco friendly approaches to like solar power to make a system more environmental, sustainable, and independent of conventional electricity sources. Involving local community in maintaining would be a crucial part, which we try to accomplish and succeeded in it. And finally, there is a huge opportunity to collaborate with local government and policymakers to implement this solution in large stack sanitation. And in the conclusion, as I said before, this Haki Piki drive is facing critical challenges that is impacting the quality of their lives. As we didn't stay in this place, but we visited to this village on daily basis for 2 weeks, and we found out that the quality of life is too unhygienic. So, our proposed solution offers an innovative, cost effective, and sustainable approach. With the help of PRA and HCD tools, the proposed solution aligns with the needs. Looking ahead, there is a significant scope to enhance the system through automation and eco friendly upgrades. This study stands clear example how technology, when combined with community participation, can become a powerful tool to address the socio-economic challenges faced by the rural India. That is all, ma'am. Over to you.
Meghna ma'am, any questions for her?
No, I was just super impressed with the noble cause, how technology is able to save lives of the people and improve the quality of life. Very, very like touching research, I would say.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Garima ma'am, any questions for her?
Yeah, your participatory design approach is truly inspiring. So my question is, what were the most significant challenges you faced during the field study?
The most significant challenge we found was to gain the trust from them because we were outsiders. This is Karnataka, and these tribal people are isolated from the common people like us. So it was quite a complex task for us to gain trust at the beginning. But as we spent more time in that area, try to interact with them, they were willing to share certain stuffs with us, and that really helped us. But it took 2 3 days for us to gain the trust from them.
Yeah, got it, got it. It's very inspiring paper.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, this is also one last call for Utkarsha Vanjari. Utkarsha ma'am, are you here with us?
Yes, I am here. Good afternoon, all of you.
Yes, ma'am. Please present your study on recommendations to manipulations, critical review of AI in social media systems.
Yes, thank you. My name is Utkarsha Vanjari, and I am from Datta Meghe Institute of Higher Education and Research, Savangi Meghe, Wardha. First of all, thank you so much for giving me opportunity to present my paper on ninth International Conference on ICT for Intelligent System. The paper ID is 218, having title Recommendation to Manipulation, a Critical Review of AI in Social Media Systems. So here are the contents of my paper is like introduction, understanding AI in social media, the role of AI in content recommendation, case studies and real world examples, ethical concerns and AI governance in social media, the future of AI, which is very important, the conclusion and the references. So let's begin with the introduction. Artificial intelligence, that is AI, plays a very important role in shaping user experience through content recommendation, personalized feeds, and targeted ads, and many other things we can use in our day-to-day life, as in social media concern. A AI-driven algorithm enhance engagement by predicting user references and suggestions relevant content using ML and all other things. While AI improves user experience, it also raises concerns about the privacy concern, a cybersecurity, data privacy, misinformation, misleading, and algorithm bias, which is very
Excuse me,
important
ma'am.
to it. Yes.
Ma'am, I'm sorry for interrupting, but okay, yes, now we can see your introduction page.
Okay, now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Earlier, only your beginning page was visible to us.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with the introduction again. I'll repeat it once again. So basically, artificial intelligence plays a very crucial role in shaping user experiences through content recommendation, personalized feeds, and targeted ads using our day-to-day life as a social media analytics. AI-driven algorithm enhances engagement by predicting user preferences and suggesting relevant content. While AI improves user experience, it is the very important concern for data manipulation, data concerns, data privacy, and misinformation, misleading, and algorithm bias. Now let's understand AI in social media. AI-powered system analyze user behavior, preferences, and interactions to optimize content delivery. Personalizing content feeds based on user interest, what user is interested in, like for example YouTube, TikTok, Instagrams, whatever we are searching and whatever we are doing on that platform, it directly connects with the ML so that the AI directly regulates you to the your interest of feeds. AI driven advertising based on user data and browsing history as well. AI gathers user interactions like for like shares, likes, comment, watch time, subscriptions, and XYZ things. Machine learning models analyze behavior to to predict user interest, which is very important for any user, so that he can visual their time more in that AI or whatever the things are. So next is the role of AI in content recommendations. AI analyzes browsing histories like shares and watch time to suggest relevant content and many other features. Algorithms prioritize contents that keeps user active on the platform. AI identifies emerging trends and boosts viral content based on popularity and engagement of the user towards that AI integration. That it also detects hate speeches, misinformation, misleadings, spam, and to create safe user environment. AI can unintentionally favor certain perspectives, suppressive, diverse, and viewpoints. These are the real world examples we can use in our day to day life, like YouTube's recommendation algorithm and radicalization concern. We all are really very known about like all these things we use in our day to day life, like Facebook and Cambridge Analytical scandal, TikTok's For You page controversy. For TikTok's For You page, if you like something, it will continuously give you the same kind of content there. Instagram's impact on teen mental health. Amazon's AI driven book and product recommendation is one of the very best example of AI in social media and critical review. So now the main is ethical concerns and AI governance in social media. Lack of transparency and expansibility. AI algorithms operates as black boxes. Black boxes is nothing but the chat GPT for AI, making it difficult for users to understand how content is prioritized. Algorithm bias and discrimination. Facial recognition algorithms. It misidentify people of certain ethnicities. Data privacy and user content issue. AI-driven platforms collect massive amounts of personal data without explicit user consent. So now the future of AI in social media. AI algorithm will become more unpredictable, more interpretable, allowing users to understand why they see certain contents. It is because of ML only, and it is totally depends on the likes and dislikes of the user. Future platforms may reduce corporate control by using blockchain and AI in their content moderation. AI will improve in identifying misinformation, deep fakes, and harmful content as well. AI governance framework will work on bias reduction, content accountability, and data privacy. AI will create interactive, immersive social experiences using virtual environments. So now the conclusion of my research paper is AI in social media has transformed user experiences by offering personalized contents, efficient moderations, and enhanced engagement. striking a balance between innovation and ethical responsibility. While AI-driven recommendation system improve content discovery and also raise concern about bias, misinformation, data privacy, violations, and digital manipulation as well. Whether AI remain a tool for empowerment or a mechanism for control in social media. So here are the references. We took kind of 67, 60, 20, 50 references, something like that. But here are some of the references I have mentioned here. Thank you.
Hello, Meghna ma'am. Any questions for her?
No, I'm good. This is informative. Thank you for showing that other perspective of AI with respect to bias and fairness.
Garima ma'am, any questions for Utkarsha?
No, no question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Utkarsha.
Thank you, all of you.
Now we'll move on to the closing remarks. I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during this ninth version and all the previous 8 versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the 10th version in 2026. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within 6 months. I would request everyone to kindly cooperate with the team of ICTIS 2025.
Thank
I
you.
would like our session chair, Meghna Puvadi, for chairing the session. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I'm sharing a token of appreciation on behalf of Team ICTIS 2025 and Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. I would request you to share any concluding remarks you may have for the presentees here.
Thank you, Dimahi. I really enjoyed the diverse set of presentations and research directions and focus areas. It's been a pleasure to serve as session chair for this.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would also like to thank Professor Garima Sharma for chairing this session. I'm sharing a token of gratitude on behalf of the whole team, ma'am. And I would request you to share any concluding remarks you have for us.
I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all our presenters for sharing their valuable research and insights. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, before we conclude this session, I kindly request everyone to switch on their camera for a quick snapshot of this virtual conference. All right, thank you, everyone. Have a good day ahead.